that naturally everyone's going to have an opinion on. Look at the recent current affairs with George Floyd, and again, reigniting the topic of police brutality and racial prejudice the world over, etc., etc. For me, and before I even go into it, I just want to apologize for not coming from, I'm coming from like a politically uneducated standpoint, and I'm far from an activist, but at least I'd still like to share my thoughts. And I may be right, I may be wrong, but when this sort of reoccurring brutality and disregard for life occurs again and again and again, for me it's like black and white. It's because there's no sanctioning, there's no real repercussions for it. You got these countless of reoccurring deaths occurring at the hand of police in America. How many of them have really gone to jail without argument, or sat there and had to do a life sentence, or have had to, and I'm sure it's very few or far between. Now I know I'm just stating the obvious, and I don't want to be jumping on the bandwagon, but it's like, for me in my mind, it's like the only real change would be if, even if it's hypothetical, a revolution was to break out. Thousands dying, the politicians and the people that are the authorities, the real, legal systems that are the powers to be, the people in control there are removed from their position of power, because all they're doing is continuing a backdate inbred mentality from hundreds, if not thousands of years ago, coming from a corrupt, greedy, fascist standpoint, which successfully transpires in today's society where it has no place and it should have been filtered out a very, very long time ago. Now, I'm not saying that's practical or that's feasible or that's even right for a revolution to break out. And again, it's war, it's violence. But can that really happen? I don't think it can, because the civilization, the unrest will simply be controlled or overwritten by the strength of the army or the powers that be at the government's hand. So I suppose what I'm trying to say, in a very unclear manner, but is that it's impossible to go back, build a time machine, and freaking address some of these fucked up decisions that were made thousands of years ago. It's almost impossible for a revolution to break out amongst the civil unrest and fucking turmoil against the authorities in America. So therefore, what does that leave us? What can we really do as everyday people, civilians, are sitting watching this shit happen every day on the TV or in the media or wherever? I don't know. I don't have the answers. Everyone's looking for a logical rationale or a way to move forward, or how civilization can come together as a whole and work together and move forward. But maybe all we can do from our homes as everyday people is just keep preaching the wrongdoing of racial prejudice, keep preaching it to the next generation, the young generation. And certainly not in our lifetimes. It's going to take a long, long time, if it ever does occur. Maybe enough people will get the message. I'll start to understand that this backward mentality of just being fascist or prejudiced against your race or things that another human being can't control is just so freaking, it's not even words for how stupid this shit is. But yeah, man, just wanted to say, hey, stay blessed, and yeah, let's keep going. All right, peace.